Okay, now you're ready to turn on your first ad. This is for those clients that we created their first ad, and it is sitting in your ad manager and not turned on yet, ready to go after you review it. So to go there, you need to make sure that you log in to your business.facebook.com. If you haven't done that, haven't set that up yet, there's another video earlier of how to set up your business account. Everybody needs a business manager, and once that's done, log in, and I'm going to go to mine. I currently have this set up. This is an old dead account that we use. Once you log in, make sure that your my apologies, my phone never stops ringing. Make sure you go to your ads manager of the correct business that you're supposed to be in. If you have multiple ones, you may have a drop down, but choose the business that you want to be in, and you should see an ad campaign, probably just one if it's brand new, of the one we set up. I've got a test campaign that is set up. I'm just going to walk you through this. You don't need to know a whole lot yet. There's a lot you can do with Ad Manager. This is the basic how you check your ad and turn it on. So we wrote an ad, put it in here, and you're ready to go. The way this is set up, as you can see, there are 3 tabs. There's a campaign tab, an ad set tab, and an ads tab. So the campaign is the big bucket that holds the whole thing. The ad set in Facebook is who you're showing it to, what they're interested in, their age, their location, and all that. That's the ad set, and the ad is the ad. So this is the on-off switch. It is currently off. When you click this, it'll go in to the ad set, and you can see the ad set. When you click into this, it'll go into the settings of the ad. Same thing up here. Go back to the ad set of the current selected one. Go to the campaigns. So from here, we're going to edit it to check it. But this is where you set your budget. You just click on the pencil, set it to what you're comfortable with. Enough to get some reach. You can test this. You can change this at any time. So right now, we're going to go in and edit it. And this is what it's going to look like. Make sure my face isn't in the way. And change the name. You don't need to worry about it. If you're in a special category, we talked about that in another ad, the boosting video about realtors, finance, employment, all that stuff. You'll have to go through that if that's you. The campaign details, the campaign objective. This is one of the main reasons to have a business manager account. It lets you pick different goals. So awareness, consideration, conversion. Think of those as the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel. So the awareness, the brand awareness, and the reach, you can read about each one of these and what they are on this little eye that shows up, the little info bubble. Traffic is probably what we have you set at. It doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the way, because we're usually including a link to drive people to your new website or your current website so they can then call you, fill out a form, chat with you, whatever. But traffic means there's going to be a link going somewhere. The rest of these we're not going to worry about. We can talk about those later. A/B test, advanced, don't worry about it. Campaign budget optimization. If this is on, that means you can share the money between everything in that campaign. If it's not on, it means each ad set will have its own budget inside one big campaign. So don't worry about that now. You've probably only got one ad in there. Daily budget, whatever it is per day that you want to spend, all this other stuff stays the same. Click next. Now you're in your ad set. You can change the name if you want. You probably don't need to. Traffic, we're driving traffic to a website. You can also drive to Messenger if you want messages. Right now, leave it alone. Dynamic creative is something that we do sometimes. We'll talk about that in later videos. Right now, we're just ready to turn this sucker on and go. Schedule date, today, whatever. It's usually going to say whatever it needs to right now. If you leave it the way it is, it's going to run until you turn it off. So if you put 20 bucks a day and forget about it, It's going to spend $20 a day for eternity until your credit card can't handle it anymore. If that's fine, keep an eye on it. You just got to remember it. If you want to set an end date, you can click this and set an end date, 30 days, whatever, to test it. If you're doing boosting type posts, you can set it for, 10, 20, 30 days. And then as you keep posting, they'll continue to run. I usually just set it to run and keep an eye on it. But again, it will not stop taking money from you if you don't pay attention. Don't worry about anything else. Now we're into the audience. This is a little bit like the boosting video. If you watch that, this is where you can choose who sees it. And this is where you need to pay attention, because you probably don't have any saved audiences. And I have none. So you can choose different audiences. All these are way more advanced. Don't worry about it. Just go down here and you're going to choose a location. You just click edit, and you do not want to show ads, more than likely, to everybody in the United States. Click your area. You can choose, you just close this out, type in a new location. So you're going to include people in your location. We're going to say we're in, let's choose Westerville, Ohio. It's going to pop up. You select that. 25 miles, you just click this, figure out how far you want to show it. So it's not going to show too far. Whatever your business and service area is, this is where you put that in here. And you can also exclude, like if you want to excluding Columbus. I don't know how this is going to work, but so if you did it this way, the red circle means I'm not going to show anybody that ad. The blue circle says I'm going to show it. So this would technically only get this few little people up here in the blue area. Probably don't need to worry about that. That's just the way it works. Just choose your area, and then this drop down up here, locations, people living in or recently in this location, people that live in this location, people that were recently in this location, and people traveling. So depending on what kind of business you have, you kind of have to think about that. So with our service clients and people that are local businesses, which is mostly what we do, say salons, fitness, plumbers, air conditioning, whatever, it's usually people that just live in that location. So people that are traveling on business probably aren't going to need a plumber. So you want to take that, make it fit the best way possible, and choose it. Age, same way. Click edit. Choose the age that you think is most appropriate to what you sell. Genders, same thing. Click edit. You can send it to everybody, just men, just women, whatever fits. And then the detailed targeting, this is where you include demographics, interest, or behaviors. So let's say you're a hair salon and you type in people that are interested in hair. And then you can choose, if they're interested in hair products, pay attention because this is they're interested in it. The second one is they are a hair colorist. They are listing themselves on Facebook as a hair colorist. They're probably not going to be interested in coming to you to get their hair colored. So interested in hairstyles, care, coloring, hair removal, just pay attention. Think of everything you can once you do it. So we say if they're interested in hair products, and then you click suggestions, it'll suggest more. You can click as many as you want. The whole time it is showing you, let me move my face again, spam risk. Don't need it. So it's going to show you the audience definition. How defined is your audience? Just a little tachometer looking thing here. Gauge. If it's in the green, you're good. It'll show you the potential reach. 500,000, that's a lot. But you just add who you think is most likely. Don't spend too much time on this. We've probably already added who we think is, but if you want to change it, this is where you change it. So then you go down to automatic placements. We usually say that's recommended. If you want to see what it is, you click manual, and it will show you where these things will show, what they look like. If you want, there'll be ads in stories, ads in stream, ads in search. You can even show ads in messages if you have a messenger turned on, all this stuff. I used to change this, but Facebook gets smarter and smarter all the time. And as much as I hate to admit it, they probably know best. These are branding ads more than likely that you're turning on. So we want them to show up everywhere. So it will be shown in everything that Facebook owns. Even that even means on their news articles, in their stories, on Instagram, everywhere. So the more you see yourself, or the more you want people to see your business, the more places it has to be. So just leave it at automatic for now. This is all the same, and that's it. You're going to click next, and it's going to take you to the ad. This is the new ad that we made for you. This is where you can select the page, make sure that's correct, that you're showing your business's ad from that business page. And then you can use the selected page. If you don't have an Instagram, it'll automatically create like a fake page. If not, go ahead and connect your Instagram account by clicking there and connecting. You have to log in. That way it'll be connected and all the same. Branded content, you're probably not going to have to worry about that. And then you're going to create an ad. You're going to load a single image. This is probably already there, but this is the way you create the ad. You're going to add the media. You can add one image, a couple images, create slideshows, videos. Just leave this alone for now. And then the text. This is what's going to show up right here on the top of your ad. That's going to be the copy, the words. If you need to change it, change it. This is your business, not ours. We try our best to figure out what your business stands for and what we want to say, but that's where you edit it. The headline is what shows up down here on your ad, and then the description will show up under the headline. It doesn't show on everything, but that's what we use. It's going to a website. Make sure it's your website. Click the preview URL to make sure it shows right. And then if you want to change that, you can change the way the link shows, because that link will be right here. Probably don't need to worry about that. And then the button, you click, you can have no button show. Oh, I missed the call to action. It'll show right here. So you can change different things. Probably don't need to worry about it. You can't do whatever you want, but there's 15 of them there, so you can figure out what you want. Languages, self-explanatory. If you got different language that you speak, add that in there. And then the tracking, if you have a pixel, this should show up. This is a dead account, so it's not going to be active. The website pixel will be activated. If it is, great. If not, don't worry about it right now. We're just ready to turn this sucker on. And that's it. And you're going to hit publish. I'm not going to do it because I'm actually saving it, but you're going to come back to here, and this is your ad campaign. Once you hit publish, it should have published. If you don't want to do that, you can just go on here and click on, and it will fire it up. So that's all you have to do. Just take your time, go through it tab by tab, check it, make sure it's right, make sure it's what you want, make sure the budget is what you want, because this is on your credit card. As soon as you start spending money, it's going to take money. And believe me, Facebook will spend every dollar that you put in there. So if you have any questions, there's a forum link attached to this somewhere, hometownrevolution.com/forums. You can go there and search for this, search for how to turn this on, how to run Ad Manager. You should be able to find it. So after this, you are up and running, and you have an ad running, and you should start to get a lot more traffic to your website. So thanks for listening. This is Pat Cherubini with Hometown Revolution, and we will see you in the next video.